And welcome back to redheart.com as well as the Crochet Crowd. I'm your host Mikey, and in today's tutorial we're going to explore the Forever Flowers. Fabulous little accessory to add to any particular project, a hat, an afghan, and etc. Today I'm going to be using Red Heart with Love, and I'm going to be creating the flower plus the leaves. It's all one component. I'm going to be using a 5.5 millimeter or size I crochet hook today, and let's begin working on this right now. This will be a fun and quick tutorial. If you would like the free pattern for this, you can just go to the more information of this video, simply click on the link. Let's create a slip knot to begin, and remember, in the rules of crochet, this slip knot never counts as one when doing the chain. So let's begin. We're going to chain 5 and then join with the slip stitch to form a ring. So remember, this never counted as one. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then we're going to come to the beginning of the chain, insert in, grab the yarn, and pull through both of the loops, and voila, you have your center ring of your flower. So we're now about to begin the center ring, and we're just gonna go all the way around. The secret answer is 6. There are 6 petals, so this is what we need to aim for. So what we're going to do is that we're gonna start off with the chain 1, and then we're going to single crochet into the center of the ring. And now we're going to chain 1. This chain 1, there should be a total of 6 of those. So if you can just remember to go around, so single crochet, and I'm going to say chain 1 for 2, and it's just an easy way for me to remember it. So single crochet again, and chain 1 for 3, single crochet, chain 1 for 4, single crochet, chain 1 for 5, single crochet, and chain 1 for 6. So this means that this is the 6th one going all the way around, and we just want to join it with a slip stitch. So there will be a total of 6 going around. If you're off by 1, it's gonna make a difference. So make sure that you do have 6 of these chain 1s in between. Now round 2 is really easy. There's a beginning popcorn and a regular popcorn, and in the way that we start it is the beginning popcorn, and then the way we continue is a normal popcorn. So let's begin. We're just gonna immediately just start chaining 3. 1, 2, and 3, and coming into the same space that we want to be underneath. So we're just looking for the chain 1 and just come into the chain 1 space, and we want to do 4 double crochets. That was 3 and 4. So popcorn on this one happens to be 5 double crochets in a row, so this chaining of 3 counts as one of them if you were actually to pull it apart and look at it. So we want to pinch it, take the hook out, come in from the front side to the top of the beginning chain 3, and grab onto that again and pull through, and then chain 1. So now we come to the next one. So see how you see there's 2 single crochets? It's right in the center. That is your next chain 1 space. So we immediately are going to do a regular popcorn, and a regular popcorn is 5 double crochet. So you're gonna start noticing that the middle of the flower is gonna start to buckle upward towards you, and that's exactly what you're looking for. So that's why you're putting in way too many stitches to create that beautiful buckling that creates the flower. Once you have your 5 in there, take out the hook, insert it into the top of the beginning double crochet, and then pull through, and then chain 1. So I'll just show it one more time. So coming back down, you can see the 2 single crochets come right into the middle. That is your chain 1, and then 5 double crochets again. For some people, popcorns are really quite intimidating, and I have to say I don't do it much either because it kind of scares me, but really when you really take it to the bare minimum, it really is not a big deal. So I'm gonna get my 5, I'm gonna pull through, chain 1, and keep going all the way around. Okay, I'm on my last petal here. I've already done my popcorn. I'm just about to do it now. Chain 1, and then you're going to slip stitch then to the beginning of there. Okay, so what's gonna happen is that this is gonna look really buckling, just like so. So the center eventually kind of sinks down, and then these just kind of pop up, and you should have a total of 6 of these popcorns. So you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Let's move on to your next level. We're now going to begin round number 3, and round number 3 is relatively easy as long as you know where to go, really. So here we go. It says to chain 3. 1, 2, 3, and it says to put in a cluster. So it says cluster, chain 3, slip stitch. So if you go and look at the top, it have the special instructions, and this is what you need to do. So you're going to wrap the hook coming into the same space in which you joined, okay, and just pull through the 2 and hold. Wrap the yarn again going into the same stitch, pull through 2 and hold. Wrap going into the same stitch, pull through 2 and hold, and now you have 4 loops on your hook, and you're just gonna grab the yarn and pull through all 4. So that was the first part. I am gonna review this again, so don't worry about it. So we're going to then chain 3, 1, 2 and 3, and then slip stitch again right where you were doing everything already, and that'll take you back down, and so then there becomes a leaf underneath, or like the bottom level of the flower. So let's begin the next part. We're now going to slip stitch directly in between 2 of the petals. So there's just a gapping space, and we're going to slip stitch like this. Then we're going to chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and we want to slip stitch coming back into that same spot like so, like this. Okay, so you have like a petal, and then you have like this chaining effect. Then this is what you need to do. So now what you need to do is that you need to find the top of this popcorn, and you can see that the top is kind of folded in. See how it's coming around and coming around the back? The top is right in the back here, and we want to slip stitch into there, and that's where we're going to begin the next clustering area. So we just want to slip back there, and now let's begin what we already have known here. So we're going to chain 3, 1, 2 and 3, and we're going to cluster. Okay, so wrapping into the same stitch, pull through 2 and hold, wrap, same stitch, pull through 2 and hold, and you're looking for 4 loops on your hook. So you keep doing this until you get 4. So now we have our 4, pull through, chain 3, 1, 2 and 3, and then slip stitch back into the same stitch where everything else is below. Okay, so we're going to then move to this chaining 1 space in between these 2 flower petals. Going to slip stitch, chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, slip stitch back into the same gapping space like this. So let me review the top of the petal one more time. So you're just gonna look back, you'll see it that it's way back here, slip stitch, okay, and then chain 3, 1, 2 and 3, cluster it again. So let's do another cluster. Remember, you're looking for 4 loops on your hook. So you just keep doing it until you see 4. Remember, going into the same stitch like so. Got your 4, pull through all 4, and then 1, 2 and 3, and then slip the stitch into the same one. Okay, and that completes that, and then we slip stitch to the chain 1 gapping space in between the 2 petals, and then chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, coming into the same space to slip stitch. So continue to do that same configuration all the way around. So we're just coming all the way back around, and I have to slip stitch into the center, chain 1 space, chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, slip stitch again down in just like there, and now we're ready to fasten off. So basically the whole flower area is done, and basically you should have 6 of these chain 5 loops going all the way around, and you should have a total of 6 additional petals just like so. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 to go. So let's fasten off this, and I'll be back, and we're just going to do the leaves next. It's actually only 1 revolution, and then you're done. Okay, so we're now ready for the leaves, and we just got to look for where a chaining of 5 is. It doesn't matter which one you pick. The other ones have solid leaves, the other ones have this gapping space, so that's where we want to play. I'm going to create a slip knot with my green. Your leaves can be any color they wish, it doesn't have to be green, and we're going to come into this looping space and just wrap both strings around, pull through, okay, and that is classified as one chain. You need to do a total of 3 chains. That's 1. Okay, so then 2 and 3. We want to come back into the center here, and we want to cluster. So we know how to do that, so we're going to do that. So just wrap them through. Okay, so there should be a total of 4 loops on the hook. So what we need to do then is pull through all of them like this, and what we have to do is then a picot. So we're gonna go 1, 2 and 3, and then coming down into the beginning one, okay, beginning, we're gonna pull through and through, and this creates like a little knobbly thing at the end of your leaf. Now we're going to chain 3. 1, 2 and 3, and I will review that again. We're gonna come back down to the chain 5 and slip stitch. We're gonna do 2 leaves per this chaining 5 section for each one, so there'll be a total of 10 leaves. So I'm gonna get rid of this straggler. I'm gonna put it in behind because I've now buried it enough. So let's begin again. We're gonna go 1, 2 and 3. Let's do a cluster. So we're gonna wrap this and keep doing your clusters until you get a total of 4 on your hook. Okay, so we have our 4, pull through like this, and now let's do a picot. So 1, 2 and 3 coming into the beginning one, okay, pull through and through, and then 1, 2 and 3 as we head back down the side of the leaf like this, and we join it with the slip stitch at the bottom. So this leaf then will be tucked underneath of these stitches. So let's begin. We're going to just carry on in just a moment. Now that we have our 2 leaves in, to move over to the next chaining of 5, we're just going to chain 1. Just move this leaf forward just to get it out of your way, and we want to join it with a slip stitch like so. So now it's ready to go. So now we're going to chain 3. 1, 2 and 3, just like that, and then we're going to do our cluster. So this particular one only has 1 leaf in this chaining of 5 space. Okay, pull through all of them. Let's do our picot. 1, 2 and 3, insert into the beginning one, pull through and through, that's a slip stitch, and then 1, 2 and 3 coming back down into the same space like this, and that's all there is on that particular one. So let's move this next leaf forward, chain 1 and attach it then to the next chaining of 5 over here into the next one. And so then this one has 2 leaves as I mentioned before. So basically it's 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. So let's continue. I'm gonna review this one more time. So chaining of 3, let's do our cluster. Okay, pull through, let's do our picot. 1, 2, 3 into the beginning, pull through, and then 1, 2 and 3 slip stitch back down to the next, to the same chain 5. Okay, and there's 2 leaves on this one, so it's 1, 2, 3. Let's build up again, another cluster. There should be 4 loops on your hook. Pull through, picot, 1, 2, 3, insert to the beginning, pull through and through, and then 1, 2 and 3 slip stitch back down, and again to move over to the next one that you need, because the next one will be by itself, we're gonna chain 1 and move this leaf forward and go to the next chain 5 space for a slip stitch like this. So I'm gonna continue to do that off camera. When you get to your final leaf, there will be one by itself because you have your 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, and then you just slip stitch it to the bottom area of, or even to the bottom section of this first one to bring everything together, and then you're just going to fasten off and just make it really nice and fun. And now this is ready to be able to fasten onto any particular item that you have, or just use it on its own. When you fasten it, I would recommend that you probably fasten it down through the center, and what this will do is that'll push it down, making these leaves really jump, making the petals really jump out really quite beautifully. So just adjust a little bit, and this has been fun and fabulous. And until next time, I'm Mikey on behalf of redheart.com as well as the Crochet Crowd. We'll see you.